Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I wish one and all a very happy new year. May this year bring you lots of love, happiness and prosperity. So all the ladies out there, be strong, be brave and have a safe new year. I know I am really late on doing this look. I should have done this like before New Year's Eve, but I thought why not. So this was the look that I wore for my New Year's Eve, and this was the outfit that I wore. So I'm going to be recreating the same in this video, and I'm not going to do a voiceover. Definitely this is going to be a talk through video. So I love one and all who is watching this video, people who love me, people who hate me, people all over the world. I'm spreading love and happiness to all of you. So ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಹೊಸ ವರ್ಷದ ಶುಭಾಶಯಗಳು. ನಿಮ್ಮಿಂದ ನನಗೆ ಪ್ರೀತಿ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ, ನಾನು ನಿಮ್ಗೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಪ್ರೀತಿ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ. Please subscribe to my channel, hit the bell icon and turn on your notifications. So I'm going to do lots of video. I have planned up my videos this year, so I'm gonna schedule it down, and I'm gonna tell you as to in a week which day I'm gonna post a new video, so that it would be easier for you also to wait, and it's gonna be easier for me also to post. So definitely I'm gonna keep you guys updated on this. So I love you guys a lot. Let's get into the video. Too much talking. Shut up, Tejo. Bye guys. So welcome back. I've pinned up my hair using these clips. You can use any clips. I got these from Forever 21. So I'm going to start off. I've already cleansed my face, so I'm going to use a toner to tone it up. So I'm using the Derma toner. I'm going to put some on the cotton pad, and then I'm going to dab it all. Remember, do not rub, just dab it. Don't forget your neck. Okay. So for moisturizer, I have two moisturizer now. I'm either going to use Cetaphil or the Neutrogena one. But since this is winter, my skin tends to be very dry, so I'm going to use Cetaphil moisturizer, which acts as a very good base. I'm going to use this. Or you know what, if you have a T-zone, oily T-zone, so you can go for the Neutrogena one on your T-zone, and on the other rest of parts of your face you can go for Cetaphil, which will keep your face hydrated on the regions of your face which tends to get dry, and Neutrogena's moisturizer is going to keep it all toned down on the regions where it tends to get oily, you know. So let me just apply it. So the moisture also, believe me, don't rub it, just pat it in, so your skin tends to absorb all the moisture. So when the moisturizer penetrates, you're going to feel it penetrating. So yeah, let it sit for some time, and I'm going to use my Maybelline lip balm. To keep my lips hydrated. You can use any, you can use Vaseline, you can use Biolin, you can use any lip balm which is suitable for your lips. I've tried various primers in the market, but nothing suits my skin like the aloe vera gel. I mean, this suits my skin, but if you guys have good primers which suit your skin, you can go with that. But aloe vera gel is the best primer that I can use, so I'm going to use this as a primer. Don't apply too much also, because it's gonna start peeling. So use a suitable amount for your face. since this is going to be a little heavier makeup, you can put a little extra. Okay, you can see that glow. This is why I love aloe vera gel. My skin has absorbed the aloe vera gel, so my skin is all prepped and ready for the makeup. Let's get started. As usual, I'm gonna mix two foundations because that is how I get an exact matching color for my face. So let's get started and mix foundations. Mix. So I have a palette here, mixing palette, and along with it you get this scoop, so it'll be easy for me to mix the foundations, and then we'll dot it in and start blending. Okay, so I'm using the NYX foundation in Tony Wolf. Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce it, so I'm gonna squeeze in a generous amount. Okay, so in summers I tend to get tan, then this foundation suits me perfectly, but in winters I tend to be on a little paler side, one or two shades lighter than my actual color. So I mix this Maybelline foundation, which I mentioned in the video that I accidentally got. Okay, so please wipe off if there is any extra. Okay, so let's mix it now. This is how it looks with this end. Try to mix it. I think I squeezed a little too much. Okay, so forget it. Okay, so now I'm gonna dot it in neatly. Regretting. Okay. Around your mouth. And put your hair behind, and don't forget your neck. Yeah, so I think it's done, so we'll keep it aside. The same sponge, I use it always, so I've damped it for 2 seconds in the water and I squeezed out all the excess water. So now I'm gonna blend. And one more thing I would suggest you guys is to not dot all over your face like this. Go in portions so that it wouldn't dry, so it'll be easier for you to blend, because you have to work pretty fast. Blend it out neatly. I know I look like a tribal queen, but please patiently wait till the end. Okay. See, some foundations tend to oxidize, so you have to be aware of the foundations which oxidize. I mean, most of them do oxidize, so let's wait till the end. We'll bring it all together. Push it to your hairline. And okay, so the face base is done. Next, let's conceal it. I'm using my old trusty concealer, that is the L'Oreal concealer, True Match. So let's conceal. Since it's going to be a night time makeup, it would be on a much heavier side. I mean, loaded. So let's highlight the usual area. So let's blend this also. So that's the difference. So concealing is done. Next up is that we are going to contour. So let's do the contouring first, and in the end let's go to the eye makeup. Okay. Now I'm gonna set my under eye region, the areas of my face which tends to crease. So let's set it. The reason I did that was because when you smile, few of us have those smile lines, and your concealer or your foundation tends to crease up, and that looks really cakey. So that's the reason you have to blow out and then apply the loose powder or setting powder around your mouth. So once this is done, we're going to contour our face. So for this, I'm going to use a darker shade in my concealer palette. Scoop it out. Okay, let's not scoop it out. Let's use a flat brush, right? The concealer brush. There's some little powder. Let's buff it out. Okay, so you can see the instant difference the shadow makes. It cuts your face and it makes it sharp. So that is what we're going to achieve on the left hand side as well. Okay, and then on the nose. My forehead is on a very bigger side. So guys, who of you have small forehead, please don't contour your forehead. It makes it look even more compressed. Okay, so using a setting spray, I'm gonna wet this. It'll be easier for me to contour it since this is a cream product. See, can you see that instant difference it's making? My face looks in a good shape. So please push the product down. So blending is the main jam. So keep blending until you're happy. See? If at all, if you feel that it is too harsh, you can always go back with your foundation and blend it in. So I'm going a little bit with my foundation and I'm blending it in. Yeah, see, this is what we need to achieve. Sorry. So let's blend this region as well. Yeah. So it looks okay. Can you see the difference? So with the cream products, you have to work really fast, otherwise it tends to dry up quick. Okay. So let's wipe off this loose powder. Okay. So using the same setting powder, we're gonna set few regions. Wait for 2 minutes. What this does is this crisps out the edges, so we don't want it to look like too much. So let's brush this off. Okay. So the base is ready. Next up is the eyebrows. So let's get the eyebrows started. For that we require any eye pomade or eye pencil or anything of yours. So I use the eyebrow palette. So let's get started. I'm going to brush out my eyebrows. I'm going to do a separate video on how to do your eyebrows. So let's start it. See the difference it makes. So I'll do the other eyebrow off camera and I'll be right back soon. Okay, so guys, let's clean up the eyebrows. So I have my left out foundation here, so I'm gonna take a little bit on the brush and I'm going to clean it out neatly. Okay, so using the same sponge, blend it carefully. So you can see the instant difference it makes. Blend it really carefully. So eyebrows all done and neat. So for my eyes, I'm gonna start by concealing my eyelids. Let's blend it. Set it up. So next we're going to set it using an eyeshadow probably. So to set this eyelids, you can use a compact powder, a setting powder, a loose powder, or an eyeshadow which is on a neutral shade. So that would even out your eyelids and the eyeshadows would blend easily. Okay. I'm using my Makeup Revolution Fortune Favors palette here. So this is a very good palette for beginners. I wouldn't suggest you to buy products and don't know how to use them. Start step by step. Okay, that is what I would suggest you. Please don't get me wrong. So I'm going to clean off my brush once again. So here I'm going to pick this shade, the neutral shade which I was talking. This is of creamier shade. So dust off the excess and let's set it. Let's set this eyelid as well. So after setting your eyelids, I'll get you a little closer so that it would be easier for you to know what I'm doing. So after this, I'm going to use a crease shade. I'm going to use this shade a toffee color shade. Tap off the excess. So we are going to do both the eyes simultaneously. Okay, and then I'm going in for this a little darker brown shade so that I would like that faded transition shade. You can see that. Real nice. So can you see those two transition shades? Again, let's build this color into the crease. The more you blend, the more beautiful your eyeshadow is going to look. Yeah, that looks like a perfect transition. So next up, I am gonna pick this color which looks like a lighter purple shade. So I'm gonna pick this color and put it into the inner third of my crease. Oh. Okay, so I'm gonna go for the little darkest purple in the palette, top of the excess. So let's build it in. It's turned out really well. So let's deepen up the crease even more to bring out the pigmentation. Again, I'm going to take the purple shade and tinge of black, not too much, just a touch. Go in the C motion into your crease. You see the depth. So again, let's do the same. Okay, so once this is done, I'm going in with these two shimmer shades in the inner third of my eyes. So I'm going to use my finger. Or let's do one thing. Let's just cut a crease. Okay, see how neat that looks. Let's do the same on the other eyes as well. Okay, so this is for the eyeshadow pigmentation to be really red. So let's just set this with transition color. Okay, now with the help of my finger, I'm going to use the shade in between. See that? So it's gonna be shimmer and So the eye makeup would look pretty much something like this. Okay, so I know this is looking a little out of the box, but just wait. So in this palette, I'm going to use this rusty gold color, not too much, just to highlight my face. See? So this looks perfect. Now let's just darken up the crease a little more. To soften the edges a little bit, go back with the same color. I'm going to change the brush. Sorry, I forgot. So I'm going back with the another brush with the same color, and I'm going to buff it in because I don't want it to look really harsh. Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna do the liner off camera because I can't really talk into my liner, and I'm gonna get back in 2 minutes. So guys, I've done my liner off camera. So I am going to clean up a bit near my wing liner. So let's do it. So it's neat and clean. I'm gonna zoom you back out. So I'm gonna use a kajal under my eyes. Let's do it. So going back in with a flat brush, let's smoke out the lower lash line. Smoke out the lower lash line using these shades. So this is how it turns out. And then I'm gonna apply mascara. Don't ever forget your mascaras. if you really like applying falsies, then you might go ahead and apply falsies, but I don't really like applying false lashes, so next up I'm gonna bronze my face, and then I'm gonna use a tinge of blush, and then my favorite highlighter. Use my Body Shop bronzer. Roll the babies. Always hold your brush to the tip. Can you see the difference it makes? And then I'm gonna use blush. So my old trusty Makeup Revolution blush. I'm gonna use a nice pink. Smile. Drag it towards your ear. So this Makeup Revolution blushes have shimmery particles, so it's gonna make you look healthy, cheeky, and flushy, and all yee. And then for highlighter, I have my Benefit stick highlighter. We're going to use this as a base with the help of a sponge. This thing is good. It's really good. Wow. So I'm gonna do the same on the other side. And then I'm gonna buff it in. I wish I could eat this. On the nose, chin, clear, Cupid's bow. Oh. The highlighter, cream highlighter is done. So let's go with powder highlighter on top of it to set it. Fan brush, where are you? I'm here. Okay, so we're gonna go with this gold highlighter. Yes. And then like this, like this, like this. Nice girl. Let's close it And I have two choices for the day. I want to go bold on lips as well because me, no sober. So I have the sugar lipsticks. One is in the color Wine and Shine, and the other is in the color Fiery Berry. I think I am gonna go with Wine and Shine. Probably, yeah, I'll go with Wine and Shine. Who wants to go nude? So on top of this, I think I'm gonna apply a little bit of Fiery Berry. So this is the look that I did for New Year's Eve. So I'm gonna change my costume and I'm gonna present myself very chic. So I'll be back. I changed my outfit and I did my hair to a high pony and wore these tassel earrings. So this is what I did for my New Year's Eve. And if you guys like this, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on your notifications on. Please support me, and I'm going to bring in more videos just like this. Until next time, bye.